Dude's over here now, and it's it's a nice thing because when you're dealing with narcissists, you have to zoom out and look at the big picture constantly and see how all the parts fit together to understand what they're doing. Now, unfortunately, the self-aware narcissists have come back up, so I've been talking about them for a couple of days. Um, and it brings me to this point I long talk about narcissism as a disease of colonization and perspective. A narcissist doesn't move off their perspective, and then that perspective colonizes anything that you'll allow it to do, right? So when you watch what's going on over there, what we understand about narcissists, they make everything theirs. Every conversation they come into, it becomes about them. Everything is about them, right? So this is what Lee Hammock is doing. He has colonized the narcissistic abuse recovery community. His perspective is now the umbrella under which everything is framed. This is narcissistic abuse. So when we zoom out, it's very easy kind of to see what's going on. It's the same pattern of narcissistic abuse that we see in literally every narcissistic relationship. It's just expanded into a cult to include millions of people. So, you see the morning. It's like, I can't avoid it. I have all these comments. Oh, have you heard of Lee Hammock? You should go watch Lee Hammock. I've been making content all day yesterday, destroying him. So yeah, I've seen him. But this is the problem. He has colonized the narcissistic abuse recovery community to the point where victims cannot get away from him, even when they block him, even when he blocks them, even when they want nothing to do with them, even when they're making content exposing him and explaining exactly why this is inappropriate. I'm still getting comment after comment telling me about him. Not just telling me I'm wrong, but just telling me I should watch him. He's the ultimate authority on narcissism. Except he's not. He's a narcissist, gaslighting and abusing. So, I actually think it's hilarious. I mean, it's genuinely like, you couldn't write this. I mean, it's perfect in a lot of ways because this is what narcissists do. They colonize everything and they wear masks. So, I mean, the problem now is that this is his business. So, I mean, from a perspective of my personal safety, going at all these narcissists knowing what I know, who knows? I mean, I'm fucking with their money, but I'll fuck with their money all day long. They can come find me. It's just one of these things where we are now spending all of our time dealing with the narcissist. Should the narcissist be in the narcissistic abuse recovery community? Well, if he's not abusing and he's invited, yes. He's not invited and he's abusing, so no. I mean, he can go in the domestic violence and the really bad boyfriend, the abusive boyfriend recovery community, because that's what he is. What he talks about is what abusive boyfriends do, not narcissists. Yeah, so it's one of those things where he's just going to have to deal with it. Here's him, here's me, because he's a liar, he's a cult leader, and he's an abuser. He's hurting people. So, I don't know. I mean, it's like a layup for me. I mean, this guy is not up to the challenge.